Hello, exiles. Welcome back to SSF with our Boazon. We're currently going up against the burning Monolith. I think this is, well, I don't think this is the first attempt at the Monolith, and the only attempt because we could only gather a single set of keys. Okay, let's not switch to the more dangerous version of the encounter. We'll go over the gear and the skill tree in a second. I'm going to try and complete the monolith, well, the encounter using I don't remember that voice line. Yeah, we're going to try it with just lightning rod and lightning arrow. I do believe he'll be doing something. Yeah, that thing. I was lucky enough not to be hit by it. So, lightning rod, lightning arrow. Oh no, 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 no. We got here. Less speaking, more patience and more attention. Yeah. We gotta try that again using the mounted version, and then we're going to switch to the other option. This time we're going to try and electrocute it as well. Keep at the range. Oh, no, 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 no. He's immune while doing these. Right. Are we on? No. So we move from one immune phase to another immune phase, and right then we're going to try the other option, which is to add additional critical hit chance because no, I didn't see that. So before going into the next attempt, I don't remember how many. There are 4 failures already. Let's try another set of elemental weakness and firestorm. And the firestorm is supposed to add critical weakness because we have the eternal effigy added to the build. Was that the first one? Of course. I mean, why not hit the player while he is forced to? Is he immune again? He is immune again. Is he immune again? Yes. How do we? Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Let's try one more time. I mean, we're gonna try as many times as we can. As many times as we're allowed to. And now we have to find the first ball. No, that was... I was within the circle. So I guess this is going to be a long drawn out combat. We're not getting very lucky with our critical hits. What does that mean? Rapture of Flame, mister. Okay, let's keep to the lines. Thank you for the monologue. Are you damageable now? No, come on. We've already done this. And, of course, but I think we do have unlimited attempts because this is the first time we're going up against the fact that I'm hitting random keys doesn't really help, does it? Come on, take him down, take him down. No, I'm not allowed to. Yeah. Thank you. That was much more difficult than it had to be. And we did not get a boss skill tree, right? And manchettes. And yeah. Right, now we are allowed to teleport back into the hideout. The encounter was much more difficult than it needed to be. Oh, there you go. My book of knowledge. Still missing one. We'll have to probably get into or experience or corruption, maybe corruption. But yeah, much more difficult than it needs to be. Our critical hit luck was very bad, and the build is currently not getting up to 100% on its own. Speaking about the build, we are currently running pretty good visceral quiver. The lightning damage is a bit low, but yeah, pretty good. Right now it says 75,000. As you've seen, there are situations where we get a few critical hits in a row and the damage skyrockets. We've had the build go up to a few, well, at least 1 million DPS in encounters. The bow, I believe this is the same bow since a long time. Some accuracy, some flat lightning. The critical hit chance matters a lot. Critical hit chance on the helmet, projectile skills on the amulet, and just flat damage, some evasion, some accuracy, a lot of flat damage here, you know. And then this is a pretty good body armor. On the second weapon set, we're using Effigy of Cruelty with added critical hit chance for spells on a wand, and we are setting up an elemental weakness as a self-cast curse, just so you do get that maximum elemental resistances. 58% should be enough to remove the natural resistances of most bosses. And then I was going with one of these, Ball Lightning or Firestorm. It really seems like Firestorm is good enough on its own. I'd have to socket it with double uses so that you get more impacts and more chances that the Effigy of Cruelty adds critical weakness. This one is a very weak one with a single stack instead of 3, but it's the only one we've got. Maybe Ball Lightning could be swapped out for another aura skill that we could use while being dismounted instead of Roa, but that's an improvement we'll probably have to make for you know, the difficult burning monolith, which we're going to get in a few seconds. On the skill tree, there have been some changes to support the change to Effigy of Cruelty. We are allocating mostly intelligence, strength as needed, and then, I mean, on weapon set 1, we're trying to allocate as much dexterity as we can, so that when we switch to weapon set 2, we have enough intelligence. So this is weapon set 1. As you can see, 72 intelligence, 200 in dexterity, because we want that additional accuracy, right? So when we swap to weapon set 2, we have enough intelligence to run the spells. I'm currently using level 19 spells for, because it helps that you have level 19 spells, so that on weapon set 2, yeah, you need a lot of additional added intelligence. We've also added magnitude of shock on the second weapon set, so that when Firestorm does trigger, wait, how do we get shocks on weapon set 2? I'm doing elemental weakness and then ball lightning. Yeah, the rotation is drop an elemental weakness, drop the firestorm, and then drop ball lightning so that you can get additional shocks. I don't think I've used ball lightning in previous encounter. No, and this one is socketed with lightning exposure as well. But either way, the additional shock magnitude on the second weapon set will make it so that when we do shock the boss, it's under the effect of both the firestorm and elemental weakness, which will be snapshotting the effect of Effigy of Cruelty. Cute interaction, but yeah, you can't really what's the word? You can't really exploit it. It's a good interaction while it's helpful. On the first weapon set is just the full life, the nodes for attack on enemies on full life, some more the damage penetration, and the bow nodes and the bow nodes, and just flat damage in the end. We're currently, so on weapon set 1 it says 70,000, but it's much more than that. We're currently also penetrating 50% of lightning resistance in, so the elemental weakness that we're adding is a straight up damage multiplier. But yeah, the rotation is a bit more convoluted. The build isn't just a run around on a roa and spam your lightning arrow and you'll be fine. That's good enough in mapping, where we swap our rares for Onslaught and Kadio's Gambit. They take less damage. Why would they take less damage? Either way. I guess that's it for the build. We've seen the gear, we've seen the skill tree, we've seen the skills. Lightning Arrow currently socketed with Overextend instead of... Wait, what is it? Stoicism. Oh, yeah, I moved it up. Socketed with Overextend instead of Stoicism because I was going up against bosses, being dismounted and dodging, and then Stoicism doesn't really help. So I tried to find something that would help. 30% critical hit damage will help in case you get the critical hit. The Firestorm should add up to the maximum 20 critical hit weakness debuffs, because it's currently at a 50% critical hit chance, and on a base critical hit chance of 7. As long as you get 3 or more critical hit weakness, this becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, the critical hit chance. You're going to crit, so you can crit more, so you can crit to 100% of your hits against the enemy. And that will add to our critical hit chance with the bow, which is 8.15. It's even better. But this one is not socketed with additional critical hit chance, just damage, attack speed, damage, critical hit damage, and damage. And the point of the build is, yeah, you drop elemental, of course, start with lightning rods, just as many as you want to, drop the elemental weakness, the firestorm. When the boss is activated, drop the ball lightning for the shocks, and then just a few critical hits should have been enough. But it's yeah, just a little bit more convoluted than just hitting the boss and deleting it. But this is solo self-found, so either way, this is an excellent build. Either way you want to look at it, it is an excellent build. The skills have very large synergy. Also, if you do get the chance to set up your complete rotation, let's talk about it. Drop the rods, drop the elemental weakness, drop the firestorm, the ball lightning, and then just also add a voltaic shock on top of that. The voltaic shock will improve the shock magnitude of the current shock on the enemy, and as you've, well, I don't think we've seen. I haven't seen the shock magnitude on the enemy. Uh, on ball lightning, let's see, shock magnitude is 51%. Add 50% to that, that is 25. So we're up to 76% shock magnitude, which is multiplicative, and it means we're dealing 75% more damage, which is a lot. When you're critting with lightning arrow, doing let's see, anywhere in between 8,000 and 18,000 hit, multiply that by 0.6, that's, let's estimate 20 times 6, it's 120,000 on a hit, twice a second. Not to mention lightning rod also does average 20k, but that's multiplied by 5 times 100,000, and that's each activation of lightning rod, and you're activating around 3 or 4, depending on how many arrows you're able to throw at the enemy. It's the damage racks up. It does, it really does. As you've seen, if you get a good chance to crit the enemy, that life bar decreases significantly, visibly, and it makes people happy, right? It makes people happy seeing the life bar go down. I guess that's it for the update on our lightning rod bow Amazon. She's a lot of fun. She's strong enough that we can let me just clear the inventory a bit. Yeah, we can't use that. That's kind of weak. She's strong enough that there are some maps I can run with this gear. Let's just show that. This gear that says you don't really add anything to the build except magic find. You got 42, 42, 49, 42, 21, 20, and an ingenuity. We do have a better ingenuity, don't we? Did I put it here? No. Is it? Ah, somebody's using it. Yeah. As you can see, the damage didn't go down that much, just 10k out of 50, 25% less. We're currently sitting at a 237% rarity. It's a lot. It's a lot. Going to put the gear away. And of course, we could also add Onslaught to that, and Kadiros. But would I rather drop 40% Magic Find to add Onslaught? It does have a very good corruption of increased damage. Oh, sorry for that. Yeah, we would. That's evasion, rarity, and resistance. Evasion, rarity, and no resistance. Yeah, we could run Onslaught instead of another rarity ring, but yeah, 186 up to 237, that's 51% magic find. We don't need Onslaught. We do not need Onslaught. Well, that being said, thank you all for watching. This was a showcase of what seems to be a very, very high-end build of Lightning Rod in Solar Found. I know there are always options to improve, but I think we're going to leave this build as is and turn it into a magic finder with all of this magic find gear, and focus on the other builds that we want to level up, we want to improve. Right. Yeah, that's enough babbling. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure to have you around. Himiko here says her final goodbye, as I think it will be the final goodbye. And so will I. Goodbye, yourselves.